So Gucci Mane is, starting to have some conversation about a lot of the things that we've seen play out on Gucci Mane's life over the last few years and where he is today, because he has a book coming called Episodes. Now, this book...
The Diary of a Recovering Madman.
Yes.
It's out today? It's out today.
Out today. Out today.
10/17.
Oh, yes. Okay.
10/17.
Out now. So now in this book, and when I say these couple things, there's been so many big moments, even before the Verzuz. There was like the Waffle House moment, like all these things. And he's saying he discovered that, his mental health played a major part in that. Let's take a listen to Gucci on mental episodes.
When I was having an episode, like, man, it's like, it's so bad, Black. It's so embarrassing. It's like, that's why I can see other artists when they going through something and know they spiraling. Because when I'm walking, like, I say the most cruel stuff. Like, I might talk about your kids. Like, I say stuff that when it's over with, I'm so embarrassed that I said that. It ain't a good thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
I might say, I put your baby in the microwave.
But in that moment, you meant
I meant it.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And then you be like, damn, I can't believe I said that out my mouth. You just tell everybody you sorry. Cause you
But
like,
in the world we living in, you kind of got to stand on it.
you kind of, but this thing is, I don't be wanting to stand on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going through something. I'm not well when I did that.
So that be eating you up, like when you snap out of your episodes or whatever, and you see it and you go to feeling. That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother trauma.
Salute to the Big Facts podcast too, man.
Yeah,
Screen
Big
Bang
Facts.
Jane. What's
Yes.
happening?
That's a little crazy to say you kind of got to stand on it. You know what I mean? That's not. That's what this is about. Like, you don't have to stand on it. I think when people say, you kind of got to stand on it, that's just your pride in a way. Like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
You realize
I think people are learning that now, though, Jess, and I think he's
That's
at a
what
point where
Bank was
he's learned that.
saying.
Yeah.
Bank said that. Yeah, but I think like you said, Jess, it's like you stand on it because you say it and you be like, damn, I ain't mean to say it, but almost it's like your pride makes you do it. But I want to ask all of y'all.
But also, too, though, we got to remember, if you read his book, he was diagnosed with bipolar, schizophrenia,
Yes.
and he was on drugs
And
out of his
lean, right.
mind.
Yes.
But I want to ask you, you read the book, Charlamagne. You seen the interview, Loren. I think you read the book too, Jess.
I'm reading it now.
Reading it now. So after hearing all that, does that make you look at Kanye any different? Because it made me look at Kanye a lot different.
I was at TMZ when Kanye had the moment. I always, and Charlamagne, I know yesterday we had a conversation about this, but I feel like if you were there and you saw that in person, I saw the switch. Like, I saw him come in, he was charming, he was so sweet, and then it just switched, and it was like crazy to see. So you have to know there's something going on there.
But here's the thing, when you say look at him different, what do you mean? Because I can look at Kanye and tell that he be dealing with psychosis and manic stuff. So there's a lot of artists I can look at it and think that. But the difference between him and a Gucci Mane is Gucci Mane, exactly. Gucci Mane understands that, his trauma wasn't his fault, but his healing was his responsibility. He went and got help. He actually says that verbatim
medicine and
in
stuff
one of the chapters.
But Gucci also has somebody in his corner, Keisha K.O., his wife.
Absolutely. Somebody that never gave up on him.
That's right.
Now, let me quote something out of one of his chapters in the book. This is actually at the end of chapter 4.
Go ahead.
He said, it's a reflection of the greatest lesson that I had to learn. Sometimes when you need help,
that's right,
the only person you can rely on is yourself. Right. So it don't matter. God bless, everybody that, assist you, but it starts with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he also...
But no, because I ain't answered the question. It didn't make me look at him differently. I look at him the same, because you can... Just piggybacking off of what Shar said, you can definitely you could always tell something wasn't right with Kanye, or it wasn't okay, because he would be okay one moment and then he would not be okay. And then after hearing like Kim's testimony to certain things, it's like, no, I've been looking at him like, okay, yeah, it's mental issues, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And Gucci, so they start talking about some of the moments. So they talk about the Verzuz with Gucci and Jeezy, and Gucci has, he talks about some things he's never said before and reflecting back on that Verzuz. Let's take a listen.
When you remember after you did that, and then he did, Jeezy did his part, you felt kind of like, damn, got over there.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. I ain't never said this, though. After I did the truth.
Yeah, the truth.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he stopped and did what he did.
Yeah.
Because if he would have played Stay Scrap, I don't think I could have took it.
What was there?
I'm telling you. That's what, I guess he said, let's calm it down.
Yeah.
Because it would have been like a volcano. It would have.
Oh, you was already ready to go there. I seen you moving. I seen you.
I was ready. I was ready to go there.
You had on the coat.
I really was in the heat of the moment. I didn't even intend for it to be like that. I didn't intend to go there like that.
Yeah.
But then it's like once you get there, it's like it just. Then it just close off.
Yeah, he's talking about the moment where Jeezy and him kind of were starting to go back and forth, and Jeezy stood up and said, this is not what I invited you here to do. we got to think about the artists that we've lost, and like we need to move forward for people and other artists to see that we are able to do that.
And then he said one thing for certain, two things for sure. And then he played "I'm the Realest."
Yes. So he's talking about that moment. And one last clip I want to play from this Verzuz, because I thought this was important too, was him talking about Young Thug, and he says that he instantly forgave Young Thug because he was there. Let's take a listen.
Thug said some stuff about me or whatever, right? Yeah. And it came on the internet. But then he made a song and say, "I miss my dogs" about me. I immediately accept the apology because I done been there.
Yeah.
And I wanted somebody to forgive me. I know how that it's like a weight on. It's people who I won't forgive. You feel they don't get no comeback. They can't come around me no more. Yeah. But somebody forgave me though.
So that makes you be like, damn, I really take that to heart because I know how I am.
Yeah, and I thought that was I thought that it was interesting because I think, saying sorry after you've been through all the things that Gucci talks about he did and didn't even realize he was doing, and being able to forgive Thug and all the things publicly, I thought that was important to hear.
Also giving another man grace. Men don't do that. They feel like they can't. It's also pride and ego with that as well. So that's great to hear.
That shows evolution and growth, because what he said was, he's like I'm at an age right now where I can't dive into the petty beefs and all that. He says, if I don't mess with you, we don't mess with each other, but there is no beef. I'm not going at you. You go your way, I go my way. He said, I got 2 babies to raise. I ain't on it like that. I respect it.
Man, go get Gucci Mane's book, Episodes, Diary of a Recovering Madman. I know we say people, when we were younger, we would say people are real for how menacing they can be, really for how criminal they can be, how gangster they can be. As we've all gotten older, what we see as real is being vulnerable. Real is knowing that you need healing and going to get it. And the way he's expressing all his issues in this book, man, and drop on the clues bombs for Gucci, man. Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes. That's in. We got to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's the latest with Loren. Now, when we come back, Charlamagne, what you doing?
We got the People's Donkey. Every Friday, we let you call in and give somebody the biggest hee-haw. Okay, you can call in and give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid. So call us right now, 1-800-585-1051. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
Hold up. Every day I wake up. Wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?